Okay, it's Ari and Robert from Elemental Flying, and we are trying something new. It is something, what do we call it? Android Weeklies, a play on words of nightlies from Android ROMs. Isn't that funny, Robert?
I claim credit for that name.
Shut up. No, you don't. Okay, so pretty much we just get the biggest Android news from the week, and we just kind of talk about it in a podcast video. Maybe there might be something we're playing over. We're not really sure yet. This is still all new. So let's get started, Robert, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, first article. The LG G2 was released this week. I don't know. I don't really feel too good about this phone.
I'm looking more forward to the Xperia Z1. We haven't really heard much about it besides specs and some screenshots that were released recently.
Like, why do you put the buttons on the back? Like, they said it's supposed to like feel better, but won't it turn on in your pocket and stuff?
They want it so when I think if I read correctly on the past article was when you're in a phone call, they want to make it easier so you can quickly like adjust the volume and whatnot. So you don't have to take your phone away from your
I mean,
ear and I don't know.
well, like honestly, more people are on their phone not during a phone call. You know,
Yeah, it's gonna be
they're
weird trying to
mostly,
lay it.
you know,
We probably won't
fucking
even
around
lay
on
flat.
Instagram or something. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's getting good reviews. A lot of people say they really like it because I mean, I don't know. It's I believe it's in stores and online for Verizon. The AT&T's in stores. I think it just got in stores today, and then T-Mobile's is going to be in stores the 25th. But they're all available online.
I don't understand. Does it mean it's like digital sales are you can buy it online right now, or does that just mean
Yeah,
like
just
they're
online.
just? Oh, I was assuming it was like the old timed thing where
I
AT&T was
mean,
getting it first.
yeah, and then T-Mobile. I think it was just like a couple days ago. They accidentally released it ahead of schedule. They thought they were going to do it earlier. But don't you want to upgrade to the G2? You're on T-Mobile, right? Are you
I
on?
am, but the Z1's supposedly coming to T-Mobile.
Yeah,
The
we
Xperia
got
Z is on T-Mobile.
dude, those screenshots look okay. We'll talk about that later. The next one is the Samsung. They say that they're going to do 64-bit processors for the next generation. I mean, come on.
I I believe it's a good step for phones. It'll
It's
allow them to utilize more memory.
mm-hmm.
I can't wait for the next in the
Oh,
future. Obviously, it's not gonna be right away, but maybe in the next few years, they will get phones with 4 or 5 gigabytes of RAM,
that's gonna be
which
sweet. That's like
freaking
my
mobile gaming
that's
would
my
be
laptop
look
right now. It's
awesome.
insane. But it's pretty like they released that statement just because of the iPhone or Apple's keynote, right? That was pretty much
Well,
the
they've
reason.
been working towards it. It's just Apple just
Mm-hmm.
put it out there first. They say iOS 7 is optimized for it,
No,
but in
it's not.
reality,
It's not.
I
Not
don't
really.
know. Like I don't the whole theme thing just it looks they're going way too hard on that transparent thing. Um,
I don't like it.
but what's it called? It'll allow for faster processing, which is why they're saying it's twice as fast as their older phone,
Hmm.
is because it allows 64-bit processor allows for um, more computations a second versus a 32-bit, which allows um, for more memory as well, which allows you to run more process intensive and memory intensive.
More programs at once.
Essentially, yes. And I think I was talking to you and our other friend about how in the future they might even I don't know why they would do this because you just have a computer anyways, but a graphics tablet where the people on the go can work wherever they need to and
Mm.
design their stuff and render it in real time right there in front of them, even though it's
That'd be
only
cool
six
if
bit.
they had like a 10-inch one, like the Note. If the Note 2 didn't suck dick, that'd be great, you know?
As well as um, this also means that there will be bigger batteries in
Oh,
next gen phone because of the 64-bit processor and the more power it needs to run over the
I don't, I
32-bit,
don't,
which will
I don't
mean
know
more
why
battery.
Apple's like
Yeah, Apple
bragging
has
about
yet
that.
to really up their battery life. Again,
Like,
what was it like 5 hours or something of
that's what
continuous
like the
use?
five was around. I'm not sure. Well, who
Yeah,
cares? Okay. The Play Store got a new update. You can
the
review
web Play Store.
the web. Oh, just the web Play Store.
Yeah,
Oh,
not the app one, the web one. You can now filter by um
Oh, that's
You can
right.
you can you
Because they
can do
updated.
review
They took
filters
that. They took that away because they updated it.
because they have the UI design. But they
That's
added it back, and a lot of people are happy because you now can sort by rating, device version. So now, if I want to see if my device, the Nexus 4, has users having any issues with that device only for
yeah.
that app, I can filter just by seeing their
It's actually really
reviews.
smart. I'll probably try that. Okay, that's pretty simple. It's live right now, right?
I believe so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, well, if it's not live right now, it'll be in the next few days.
Hmm. All right, and then we got some screenshots of the next possible Nexus. If you remember, I don't know if you've seen the picture. It during the Android KitKats reveal, they had a guy on a new phone that had the word Nexus on the back. Did you see that?
The which oh the KitKat reveal. Um, it was
But
landscape like the Nexus 7's
it
is
was
as
smaller.
it's no actually it looked like the text was a little bit bigger than the Nexus 4 is. It looked like because the Nexus 4 is just
Well, yeah, it wasn't a Nexus
portrait.
4.
I know I'm just saying like because there was a Nexus 4, the person next to the dude had a Nexus 4,
Yeah.
and their Nexus text was it's small, and it goes from the it's if you hold the phone portrait
Dude,
it's
I don't know
like
if you
that, not like the
saw. I don't know if you saw the pictures that they were released from. It looks exactly like that phone. Like there's no getting away from that. And
the
I think
camera's in the right placing. It's
hmm
bigger. I'm
hmm
interested to see how well it is,
it
considering.
also shows some of the internals, which is the next article. It's gonna have optimized image stabilization in the camera, which is really good because a lot of phones don't have that nowadays.
It'd
Like
be
I don't know why.
useful.
Yeah,
Um,
I think the Xperia Z1 has it.
well,
No, wait, the
especially
Note.
for HDR pictures, where you have to hold it still for a few seconds. A lot of people can't really do that. It would be nice to have stabilization.
I always take the shittiest HDR photos. I don't
I
even
have to
try.
put my hands up on something, and like put my elbows on stuff, just so I can hold the phone still enough.
It's not even worth it. But yeah, it's something cool to check out because I mean, it looks just like the it's almost certain that's going to be the next Nexus phone. It's a rumor, but it looks pretty much identical. Okay. Yeah, we just had Samsung's presentation. I think it was the 5th, and they released the Galaxy Note 3 and the Galaxy Gear stupid smartwatch. Verizon has a bundle now. It's you can pre-order. I think it's the Note 3 and the watch for like $600. I think that's with the contract too. So that's oh my lord, that is a lot of money. Like the Note 3 looks cool. Did you see it?
I did not, but I know it has 3 gigs of RAM, which is the highest
That's
of
awesome. Yeah. And
current
it has
phones.
USB, the micro USB 3.0, I think.
I don't even know micro USB could go 3.0.
It looks ugly. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like two of them smashed together.
Well, it's meant to be like it's aimed more for tablet, but for like
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
portability of a phone.
And that smartwatch is well,
It's
Santiago
good in
told me,
theory. The
but
smartwatches, they're good in theory, but it's just I just feel like they're not. Well,
I think if you're gonna get a smartwatch, you might as well just get the Pebble one. It's a little cheaper and
I just want to be able to like actually like I know there's a lot of concept ones where you could like maybe so you get a text message you can open up on your watch and maybe
mm,
voice actions you can reply to it and it's connected to your phone constantly via Bluetooth.
I'd like to control music from it, like play.
Like yeah, you could. I wish there would be like optimized apps for that
I'm sure it's gonna
for
happen
the
soon.
device. Yeah, because that way it would be a different version of the app for the watch, so you can play music on this and it would go to your phone and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because it would make sense because I think it was in the latest. I think it's in 4.3 where Android added the Bluetooth, they updated Bluetooth so it's the low power Bluetooth.
Oh.
So it'd be better that way if when it's constantly connected, it won't drain
No,
any
yeah, I
battery
get.
as much.
Well, with more Galaxy Note 3 news, it's going to debut a new radio power management system using 20% less power and 30% less heat than the existing tech. That's good. That's really good. Do you get that? It's
Oh,
like,
radio meaning like cellular.
yeah, cell radio. So it won't be like eating your I mean, the Note 3 is going to have a fat battery anyway. But
I just want like a phone. I just want them to optimize GPS. So when I use GPS, it doesn't make my phone freaking burn a hole in my pocket.
why do you need to use GPS?
Because when I drive places I haven't been there before, I use GPS so I don't get
Get lost.
lost. And then my leg is like a freaking
Well,
toaster
I guess
warmer
you
or
got to get
something.
lost then. There's no point. Nope.
I just
But
don't understand
I
it.
like the 20% less power usage. That's actually really like I really hope that spreads to future phones
Well, I
and
know
stuff.
one of the bigger battery drains is when you're not in a cellular area and
I
it
hate
constantly
that.
searches for signal.
And you like have to put on airplane mode, but then you can't get anything. Ah,
Um, well, it's better than draining battery, I
well,
suppose.
yeah.
Like, okay, PSA, if you're in, say, I don't know, this would probably be more effective. Like, if you're in Costco shopping, where you can't get signal anyways, turn your goddamn phone either. If you don't want to turn it off, and you need it for like whatever, just turn on airplane mode, or turn data off, turn Wi-Fi off, because otherwise it's gonna constantly be searching for signal, and it's gonna drain
You don't get
not a
signal in
lot of
Costco?
battery, but it's enough to make a difference.
Why don't you don't get signal in Costco?
The one by me, not so much. It's well, the one by me is a
No.
huge Costco, and it's entirely made of metal. I towards the entrance I
It's
can
a
get signal,
metal
but if I go
Costco.
all the way back to the back of the back of Costco, I get no signal.
Yeah,
It's just freaking
yeah. Fuck Costco.
blank bars.
Except they're awesome. Okay, well, uh, Twitter showed their tablet optimized app during the Galaxy Note 10.1 presentation for
Well,
Samsung.
they accidentally.
Yeah, it was an accident. Um, I think you're able to get the download. It's a little. It works better on 10.1 or 10-inch tablets.
Yeah, Samsung Nexus 10 bitches. You can edit that out.
Okay, but yeah,
Actually, didn't
Nexus
download
7.
it.
I think they tried it on the Nexus 7. It's kind of the design kind of messes up. Like shit gets unaligned and stuff.
I guess for like all the people who use Twitter all the time, it'd be very useful. But I
I like Falcon Pro.
Yes, but he had his little bouts with Twitter, and Twitter's being a dick to him about it.
You
And
can get it from his website though.
yeah, but it still requires an access token or something.
Is it really?
Which I think so.
Oh, that's right, because Twitter won't allow the
Nope.
users. That's
If you had previously gotten a, I believe he pulled
yeah,
it from the Play Store so people wouldn't keep downloading it and then complaining that it wasn't working because it was out of his control. So he,
yeah,
for the people who still had an access token, because since he didn't refresh his
yeah.
tokens.
I know
The
he
last
took
time.
off the app then put it back up so everybody
He
lost it.
put it under a new um token name or something, but Twitter found out and they said no, we're gonna not
Yeah.
again. So
Okay.
he's not clearing the last set of tokens, but if you have a token, you can still access the app because I don't think it's in the Play Store anymore. You can get it from his website and still use it because since you still have the token tied to your account.
Yeah.
It's just if you try to use a new account, it'll tell you you can't. Or I
Yeah.
forget what the error code.
There's so many other good Twitter apps too, so it doesn't
I
even
just liked his. Like it was simple and it allowed
it's
for
nice. It
like
was ahead of its
little
time.
shift codes or
It
whatever.
used like the card UI before it was like really popular. Okay. The Moto X, a lot of Moto X stuff happened this week. The bootloader can now be unlocked on Sprint, US Cellular, and Latin America models. I mean, the Moto X is awesome. I like that. So, I mean, that's what it
Is
is.
that use the OLED or the AMOLED screen? Is that
Uh,
how they're
yeah,
able to get away with
yeah. It
that
only
lock
displays the
screen?
white pixels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's because that's one that's really good about the AMOLED screens is it because it doesn't display black pixels, it won't eat up as much battery or the screen won't eat up as much battery, which is why they're able to get away with that cool lock screen,
wish I had that.
live lock screen. What do they call it?
It's something like that. It's like live notifications.
Yeah, where if you get a message, you just scroll up to the Gmail and
It's
just
really
hold
cool.
it there, and it'll show you
The message.
your messages.
I would really like that for text messages. That'd be nice.
It's
Or
like
like
it's like a quick preview without having to open the app. Because I
it'd
mean
be
the
nice for
notification bar is
Hangouts.
great and everything, but it's not it doesn't really show you everything, and especially like if you send pictures or um emojis or smileys or whatever in a text message. Sometimes Android's default um Unicode will display a different smiley emoticon in the notification drawer than
Oh, like
what's
that
in
the
the actual
black one
app.
or like the white one that's like filled in
Yeah, it's
colored
weird.
one.
Like the Android, like the one in the messaging app is green, or for at least for me,
It's
and then
weird.
when the
It's
one
weird.
inside the notification bar is like black, and it's like it's similar, but it's you can tell there's a difference between the two of them.
Yeah. So also for the Moto X, you're able to root it now, as well as the Droid Ultra. the Mini and the Max. I mean, I think that's Verizon because the Droid line is on Verizon. So, that's pretty good. I mean, considering Verizon's kind of, selfish with their whole phone system. But, if you're a
They
Moto
just
X
don't
user,
add
it's nice.
support, so
Yeah,
all the source code they just have to
it's
deal. They have to
horrible, dude.
go around that.
Horrible. Did you remember the Droid X, like the first dual core phone?
Was that
Like,
how far back was that? Like a year, 2 years?
they released an update for it like a couple days ago.
Was it like a security update?
Yeah, for like gingerbread.
Which probably like removed the root,
Like,
whatever
awesome, awesome.
exploit.
Thanks, Verizon, for only like 2 years too late, but whatever. And then also the Motorola lazy phone ads for the Moto X. Have you seen that?
No, I have not.
They're so funny. It's like it's that one actor. I can't say exactly where he's from, but if you see him, you might recognize him. He pretty much portrays like the guy's phone that isn't the Moto X. So whenever he like tries to get him to do something without touching him, he just like yells it back at him. It's pretty funny. I don't know. I'm not really good at describing it. Just check it out. They're getting really popular. I think there's four of them too, which is nice. But next one, the LTE equipped Nexus 7 is now live in the US Play Store. I think it comes with a free month of T-Mobile data. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I like the Nexus 7. The new one's supposed to be really good too. Are
Did
you
the
gonna
older
get
one have LTE or just any data plan? Or did it? It
had
came
had
in.
a 3G?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. It's
But
nice that they're doing LTE now.
that's pretty nice. Are you gonna get a Nexus 7? I thought you said
Um,
you wanted one.
I like my Nexus 10 even though I hardly use it. It's
Wow.
useful. Good for videos and doing stuff. A
Maybe
lot of the dual paneled apps are really nice on this.
maybe you can get the next Nexus 10, or if they update it, probably pretty soon in coming months. Um, okay,
Charges.
Leapcast turns Windows, Mac, or Linux into a computer now. It's pretty much turns a computer into a Chromecast without having to buy the dongle that is impossible to get a hold of now.
It allows your apps, your Android apps that allow you to cast to the Chromecast. It now sees your computer as one
Yeah.
instead. It
Netflix doesn't
seems
work. I think music's pretty choppy with how like it's pretty
it's good
picky.
in theory, but I mean, why not just listen to the music on? It's more of like the
Just use your computer that's in front of you.
yeah, it's more of just like what's the term like I'm doing it because I can
Yeah.
kind of thing. Where I mean, I just
Like
use when I listen to
it's like
music, I just use the little
you're giving yourself an excuse to get to use it as a Chromecast.
well, the Chromecasts are supposedly back in stock at Best Buy, and they're
Well,
they're
it's
still the
hard. I mean,
35.
they're in stock, but it's hard to get a hold of one. I think.
Well, I think now it's kind of dying down because especially since the Netflix
Yeah,
bundles was discontinued after it
really want
sold
to get.
out.
I really want to get one, especially since I'm moving out soon. So that's gonna be nice. I could just be chilling in the living room, and then actually, I would not want to get one because my
They'll
friend, he looks at a lot of inappropriate, let's just say inappropriate videos on his computer. We don't want an accidental shoot to the Chromecast TV, no, do we? That would just be
I don't know.
horrible.
Is it tied to your account or is it just I forget
I'm
how you
sure
set it up.
something's gonna come up. I don't want him to hop on like my freaking Nexus 7 and just be like, "Oh, what's this
You
button?"
you have your family over and then all of a sudden it just pops up on the screen.
Hey, mom. Oh shit.
Let's go to this room. Just ignore the
Okay.
TV.
Exactly. I don't want to see like Nigel getting boned by I don't know
Smashing.
Booker DeWitt. Okay. Exclusive photos of Amazon's completely redesigned next gen Kindle Fire HD. I don't care about this.
It seems yeah.
I mean, at first the
Amazon's
Kindle
trying.
Fire. I mean, I have the original Kindle Fire still. It was nice at first, but I mean, why would you get a Kindle Fire when you have all these other tablets out now?
Especially since they have their is the HD their bigger one like or is that still
No,
is it still 7 inch just
HD is just the new name of it.
'cause I know they had like a one that's like um
They have the
it's like
8.9
it's
and
like
the
the
7.
Apple Retina display. It had like
That's
really high density pixels or pixels per inch.
the only good reason to get one is if you're gonna like root it and stuff, because otherwise it's
I don't know like when I rooted the original one it was still rather slow and choppy. It just didn't have a really good processor in it.
Well, no, it was.
'Cause it wasn't meant, it was meant for like reading movies. It wasn't really meant for most apps.
It had an alright screen. I mean, it ran Ice Cream Sandwich pretty well.
It only had
Once they
one
got the
button, the freaking power button, which was
that was
difficult
that
as
was
fuck.
so annoying. I hated that. There was no volume button on it, so you always had to have like a volume toggle in the notification bar or something. Oh my god. I think the new ones have the volume button now, but still, that was a bad mistake. Okay, but I think there's photos of the new Kindle Fire HD. I mean, if you like Kindle Fires and you're looking for the new version, I mean, this is a good thing to look at. But the next one, did you see this next one? The Sony announces the Xperia Z, the tablet, the kitchen edition for $650.
And what are they trying to gain by this?
It's pretty much the Xperia Tablet Z, but with some like accessories, kitchen accessories, and for $650. I don't. Why
Why
would they
not
do?
just get fucking the Nexus 10? That's what 300 right now.
No, yeah, it's. Oh my god, I think they have like a thermometer, a Bluetooth meat thermometer. Yeah, that's great, and it comes with some apps. Oh my god, that's horrible. Why would anyone pay that much money for that? Oh my, okay, whatever. Oh, okay. Also, there's another Twitter beta update. I should have moved that to the different section, but whatever. Um, have you seen that?
No, it's just supposedly new UI
It
with
looks it
what
looks
the fuck
like
does they mean by hamburger navigation?
I think it's like kind of like squished together. I'm not really sure with the term, but if you check it out, it has some screenshots. You're able to get it right now. It looks like Windows, like a Windows Phone app. It's weird, you know.
Like the live tiles or
It's like the title of it, when you like swipe across pages, the title moves with it, but it's I don't know, something about it. It looks very Metro styled. But it is cool because when you slide over to the left, it shows a transparent. It's a transparent menu that shows your wallpaper, your like home screen wallpaper behind it, which is kind of nice. It's the little things. So I mean, if you want to check that out, Android Police has some APKs you could download and install. So next one, Cyanogen Mod 10.2 nightlies go live for the Droid DNA. I was thinking about getting the Droid DNA over my Samsung Galaxy S3, but
how old is that phone? It's like at least 6 months to a year old.
which one?
The DNA.
Yeah, it was Verizon's first quad core phone. So, oh, I think, yeah. So around the time the Note 2 came to Verizon, I think. So it's pretty old, but it's getting some
At least it's getting some
support,
support.
which is really nice. It doesn't have an SD card slot, so that kind of killed it for me. But that's if you're interested in that or you've been waiting for that, it's
Do
finally
they
here.
have multiple storage versions or is it only one size?
I think they only have what's it, 32 and 16. I think it was actually just 32.
At least it's not like the Nexus 4 is 8 and 16. I really wish I didn't get the 8. I wish I just ponied up the cash for the
You only
16.
have the 8.
Yeah, 'cause I was a fucking cheap ass.
You can sell it to Best Buy.
Then I'll be out of phone.
Well, buy the G2.
No, I want the
Okay.
Z1
Okay. So speaking of the Z1, we
again.
got some impressive low light samples from its camera. I think what is it, the 20.7 megapixel?
um, I didn't remember the article on it, but it's yeah, 20.7, and I don't know what it's referencing, but it's one over what does that even mean?
The focal length?
I guess 1/2.3.
Oh yeah. I think that's like exposure or I don't want to get it wrong, but it does have really really sharp like sides and stuff to the pictures. The pictures look really good for low light. Did you see them? Did you look at them?
I looked at a few of them, yeah.
Oh my god, this is like what a camera on a phone should look like. I don't even. I haven't even seen any daytime pictures, but these look insane for what a phone can do. Oh my god! But
Well, like on number 17, if you pop that up, if you look in the center, you can see so far back towards the
17?
picture number 17 of 36. If you look at it, you can look at all the detail way far back there. If I try to take that picture of the Nexus 4, I don't think it'll probably get the lights on the inside, but it probably won't get. It'll probably be kind of blackish towards the
Dude, yeah. Oh
way
my
back
god.
there.
Yeah, Phone Arena has the sample images. I think the low resolution, but if you look around on the internet, you could find the high res images, the full 20.7 megapixels. So, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be insane. Is there a release date for that phone, Robert, or is it still just pre-ordered?
Um, it's coming soon. I think T-Mobile. I looked it up. I think T-Mobile had the
Oh,
date on it for pre-ordering. Or
that's
they had a page for it and it was taken down. So
damn.
I don't know what happened.
That's great. Yeah, I think you should get that over the G too, if you're willing to wait. That is.
Actually, I want to know what the specs on it again. I've forget. It's a quad core.
Snapdragon 800.
It's a quad core, isn't it?
I think 2 gigs of RAM, 1080p screen, waterproof. The battery, I'm not sure. I think it's in the 600 area.
No. The battery is a 3 million
Is it
or
really?
3,000.
Is
Three
it really?
million. 3 million.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Will last you the year.
Um, GSM Arena. It listed as a non-removable lithium-ion 3,000 milliamp battery.
That's awesome.
Standby time 880 hours. On 2G.
880
On
hours.
2G, 850 on 3G. Talk time 13 hours on 2G, 15 hours on 3G. I don't know why that goes up on 3G. That's weird.
Whatever.
Music play 110 hours. Rather pricey phone. It lists it as about 550 euros, whatever that is in.
550 euros.
It's
That's
550 EU to USD.
I think
550
like
euros is
620.
about, oh shit, 530 or 730 US dollars.
Yeah. But
Okay.
that's the European model, right? So I mean,
Well, it's just listing. I'm assuming this is a Europe-based company. It's listing as euros.
yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, the phone's that good. I mean, you could wait for the Nexus 5. That's supposed to be pretty good, but
Uh, it,
that is November usually, maybe October.
um.
Usually
Well,
November.
it lists again on the GSM Arena. This might not be 100% guaranteed. It has a disclaimer on the bottom, but they list it as it was announced 2013, which is yeah, and it says coming soon, expected release date 2013
Mhm.
September-ish. So maybe end of the month. Since they already announced it and everything, and there's pre-orders up, I believe, especially on Sony's website, I think. Um, I believe that it would be. Oh no, Sony took their webpage down too,
Yeah, awesome. Okay, but whenever that comes out,
and it has micro SIM.
it's gonna be this year though, right? For sure.
More than likely. And what I like about it is it has micro SIM up to
Oh,
64 gigabytes if you get
micro.
the SDXC types of SD cards. If you get the SDHC or
Oh,
HDXC, I can't
those are
pronounce.
expensive
The
though.
high def ones only takes up to 32 gigabytes, but if you get the extreme cards, the fast read write cards, it takes up to 64 gigabytes.
I like getting those ones because they're really cheap now. If you go on Amazon, they're like
Especially since it
25
has a
bucks.
16 built in, so
Yeah.
it gives you something to deal
All
with.
right, let's move on. Back to the Droid DNA. Sense 5 and Android 4.2 have been officially, you know, they're going out. The update is going out for the phone over the air.
So we got CyanogenMod
Yeah, it's a good
4.3.
week for Droid DNA. I kind of wish I
Well,
had one.
we got CyanogenMod 4.3 or
Four
DNA
four point
since
two point
5.
two, right?
No, it's what was it? Yeah, 10.2 is 4.3.
Is
10,
it really?
10.1 it was still 4.2. They went up to 10.1 point I believe 3 was their last release candidate.
Oh,
10.2 is Android 4.3. So you can get the official
that's weird.
DNA update with Sense 5, and you only get Android 4.2, or you can try out the nightlies for Cyanogen
It's
mod.
probably pretty unstable. The nightlies from like for 4.3 have been they've been some of them been okay, but Like I think
Out
the
of
Nexus
out
4
of
is out.
all the custom ROMs, I trust CyanogenMod's Nightly's the most. Even though they had a few
Yeah.
hiccups on two of them about 3 days ago,
Yeah, I think it
two of the
wasn't
releases.
The Galaxy S,
The Nexus 4
the Nexus 4. Okay.
had it was causing boot loops or non-boots.
Yeah. Well, you mean I think I would be cool with the 4.2 DNA. You know, Sense 5's not bad. It runs pretty well. I like blink feed on it and stuff. I just don't like all like the skin, the skin overlay of it. It looks pretty ugly. It looks better than Samsung's UI though. Oh my God. TouchWiz. Hate TouchWiz.
I I will not get another HTC phone. I prefer
Yeah,
stock.
I had the Resound rooting. Remember that? Remember when I was trying to root it? I had like wires in the phone.
You have to do the what is it
Wire
called? You have,
trick
yeah, you have
to
to
unlock the
unlock the bootloader.
to make it an S off. Oh my God, that was I was like sweating and I was
I
freaking
fucked
out.
up one time and it caused my phone to boot loop for 10 minutes and then it finally booted up and it still said S on, so I was like, well, my phone survived this. I'll try one more time.
Fuck
Did
that.
it without a hitch the second time. Gave me a heart attack the first time, considering the phone was just stuck on boot loop for 10 minutes, wouldn't turn off and
I hate
unless
Boot
I
Loop.
unplugged the battery, so I just figured I'd just let it go if it was already
Boot
dead.
Loop sounds like a cereal.
Boot loop, Boot Loops,
Boot Loop. It has like the Android guy on it and he has
Boot Loop.
like an arrow through his heart and he's dying. Boot Loops. All right. So those are the big stories of the week. What do we follow? Like our Android,
For all
Engadget,
you Reddit people
Android,
out there.
yeah, Android Police is probably my favorite. That's where a majority of the stories are
I
from.
remember when they started out with nothing.
I
They
know.
grew. They grew.
I am OG Android Police listener, follower, reader. But we're gonna link the document that we've organized articles on in the description, so you can check it out if you want to get the links and everything. But we're gonna also talk about the some new apps or updated apps that came out this week. First one is Xbox Music.
Little too late, Microsoft.
I know that was. I mean, we have Google Music now. I mean, the All Play access,
All access. I
and it's
absolutely
cheap.
love
It's
it.
really cheap. It's
$7 a month. I
well,
used to use both Pandora. Never tried Spotify. Use their free version. Didn't really care for it.
Spotify's the same thing,
Use
but it's $10 a month.
Yeah, and I also use Slacker, and I no, I just fuck that. This allows me to listen to whatever I want, wherever I want.
Okay,
I heard a song on the radio. Don't even have to buy it. Just load it right up in all access, and I can play it to my heart's content.
you
I
stream
got it.
your music.
Yeah, I stream it, and you can also add that music to your library for faster finding there.
What? You can
You
add
won't.
it for free. We're not being
No,
paid
no,
by
no, no,
Google.
no. You don't get to keep the song. If you cancel all access, anything that was from all access you added to your library, you
Ah,
don't keep. It's just meant for organization. Like I could add all of, say, and I'm sure you'd probably love this,
Miley
Blink
Cyrus's
182's.
Wrecking Ball.
No, fuck you. Fuck
Oh.
that shit. I could add all of Blink 182's albums to my library so I can find them way quicker without having to search it up. So it's right there and easier, and I
Yeah.
can you can pin them too
Hear that,
to your phone.
Google? We like your app. You should hire us. Did you see how good we just sold that? Okay. But Xbox Music. I mean, Google Play Music got an update too. We'll get to that later. Xbox Music, it uses the Xbox Music Pass, and it does pretty much the same thing. It actually doesn't allow offline listening just yet. That's going to be coming soon.
I tried their when it first came out. I tried a trial of it.
How much is
Um,
it? Do you know?
it's like $8 or $9 a month. It
Yeah.
allows you to listen to whatever you. It's like all access, except I think there's a few restrictions, but it allows you to listen to whatever you want on when you're actually on your Xbox. But you have to be within their music app. You can't be playing a game and doing it at the same
Are you
time.
serious? That's so stupid. Wait,
Um,
does it allow for desktop listening?
if you have Windows 8, I believe it's free.
Oh,
You can if you download their app from their
that's
whatever
sad.
store.
I'd rather
No
just
support
use.
for Windows 7 though. It's either you have to use it on
It's
Windows
messed up.
8,
It's messed
your
up.
Xbox, and I believe they have a web version. I think. I read that
Ah,
somewhere, but I might have misread that.
okay. Well, there's that. If you have an Xbox Music Pass, sorry, we just kind of shit all over it. Yeah, we're no, it's cool still, I guess.
It's cool, but they need to add a lot more features
It,
to get up
it,
against their
it there's a lot
competitors.
of potential. If they allow for cross music listening on the Xbox system, I'd consider it.
Well, I think the main thing with the Xbox, maybe on the Xbox One, they might be able to, but with pinning it to the side. But
Yeah,
on this Xbox, all you can play while playing a game is anything you can stream
your live.
from your library on your computer, or you can, if you have a USB with music on it plugged in, you can play from that. You just can't run anything in the background.
I think the Xbox One's gonna do more with multitasking, but
Well, I know for a fact you can
we'll
pin Skype and shit on the side while you're
we'll
playing a
we'll
game.
get into Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo Wii U later. All right, Drift keyboard. That's another app that came out. Same makers from Swipe, the popular Android keyboard, but the
Which is
Drift.
actually built into most phones now as a
It is,
keyboard.
yes. I think a lot. All Samsung ones have it now.
Except now Google has their own keyboard and they added that in.
Google keyboard's the best. Sorry to shit all over Drift. um,
Welcome to
but
Shitfest
Drift is
101.
tablet optimized, right?
Yes, it's meant for tablet. It
Video
uses
is cool.
resting position of your fingers. It won't type unless, like, if you on a normal keyboard, if you hold down the key, it'll just start typing.
Yeah, yeah,
It doesn't know. It won't actually physically put in the key you hit until you actually physically tap the tablet. It uses the accelerometer to know when you're tapping
that's
and
awesome.
when you're just adjusting the keyboard to fit your fingers.
That'd be cool. I liked they have a demo video. The guy was sliding it around with his fingers.
Yeah, you can make it to
That's
whatever's
awesome.
comfortable,
That's
and
great
it won't
because
actually input text until it feels you tap actually physically tapping.
sometimes when you have the keyboard open, it pops up and it covers pretty much the place you're trying to type in.
I like how it's also transparent.
Is it really? I didn't
I
notice.
think on the
That's
video
awesome.
he
That's cool.
he pulls it up from the bottom of the screen, adjusts it to his fingers by just moving it around, and then it still
Yeah.
looks transparent.
Yeah, I think you're able to fuck. I think you're able to sign up for it. Um, it's like a beta or alpha. It's pretty early stages. It just got released this week for testing, and you can get an early access to it if you sign up. Next app, Google Play Music. We were just praising it not too long ago. Uh, they added an all access genre radio. Robert, what do you think? Oh, and they also added a new download queue that allows for pausing and resuming and canceling. I like that because I
I
love
think how
download.
the download queue used to work is it would I don't remember there being a pop up for it. So when you put stuff to
No.
pin, it would immediately just put it into the background for
Yeah,
pinning
all it
whenever it's
was
playing.
a list and it just showed you how far it was downloading. There was no controls for it. This is why that's awesome because I love downloading the Google Music library to my phone, just in case because I'm not always connected. But what do you think about the genre radio? Is that kind of like a Pandora thing?
Genre is like I haven't actually physically tried it. I don't use the radio option that much. Because I just feel like I'm doing Slacker all over again when there's certain songs I'll
Oh,
just
is
listen
there
to.
already a radio? There's already
Yeah, there's radio built in. You just
oh,
choose what artist you'd want, and it chooses selections based around that artist, which is kind of how Pandora and Slacker
yeah,
work. Um, how the genre radio work is you choose rock, pop, whatever type of genre you want, and it pulls songs from there. I'm assuming it's smart learning where you don't listen to this song, you don't listen to this, so it kind of adjusts to your
yeah.
listening habits. If it didn't, I would be rather surprised. But
That's
um,
pretty cool. It seems kind of like a Pandora thing now. It gives you songs that you can discover, and if you're, I'm sure if you like it, there's probably a shortcut to the album and the artist and stuff, so you
well,
can,
yeah. When you pull up the now playing thing, you can tap on
yeah.
the artwork, and it'll take you to the artist.
I love that new interface. That's besides the point. Okay, so another Google app that got updated this week was Google Drive. They changed the UI a little bit. It was dark before. They had a dark action bar on the top, but now it's white. They added a new create bar on the bottom. I think it has like upload, create, and there's some other options. There's some screenshots um, on the app's webpage, but yeah, they added the new swipe down to refresh animation. Robert, yeah, yeah,
That Gmail has.
it is
I
so
like that. You know, you don't
so
have to use the
smooth.
physical button. It's
Oh my
just a little
gosh.
tiny little progress bar at the top that
It's
just
so
keeps scrolling.
even after I refresh it, I do it for like maybe 3 or 4 times after, just admiring it.
I don't know if you said it has that the sidebar. that Gmail and Google, all of Google's apps seem to be
Yeah,
implementing
it's
slowly.
it has a sidebar like that.
Gmail has it, Google Play Music has it, now Drive has it.
I really hope that catches on for like every app. It's really hard.
Reddit News actually uses that as well as Franco Kernel's app.
Falcon Pro has its own different kind of thing, but it's still a side.
It's not slide out how it's now defined in the SDK or the Android design guidelines.
Yeah,
This is the new way you're supposed to do it. Before you tapped the thing, which you still can do, but they now want you to be able just to slide it out with. They want it to be easy.
it is pretty sweet. It's on a staged rollout. As most of these updates are. Google Play one usually as well, but yeah, you'll get it if you want to get it quicker. Android Police has the APKs to download from, and that's that. The next app, it's a game. Robert, you might want to talk about this one. I've never played it.
I actually have not played.
Ter,
It's
ter,
Terraria.
Terraria. It's really
It's
popular.
a 2D kind of side scroller esque. Um, it's similar in theory to Minecraft, where you mine, you build, uh, you essentially are making a home. I know there's a few Let's Plays out there, especially
It's really big on that.
our favorite Let's Players and movie creators out there, Node, who is comprised of Corridor Digital, Freddie W. They actually did a Let's Play on Terraria, which was hilarious to watch. I think
This
they're
is
going for like the end of the world. They went
yeah.
Would you either go there's the end of the world either to the right or to the left, far right, far left of
Yeah.
where you are,
It's
and I
got
think they were just trying to
screenshots.
get all the way over there.
It looks cool. I'm not sure how well it's gonna run on a touchscreen, but it gives me the same vibe as the Pocket Minecraft, you know. So
Well, the Minecraft is actually it's still 3D. You can
Pocket
move
Edition.
around. This one's it's 2D. It's like I
Well, I
said,
mean,
it's kind of
like
like a
the
side
touch
scroller.
options are surrounding everything. It looks fun. I mean, I've never played Terraria.
Terraria.
Terraria. So if you are a fan of the PC game, that's now on Android. It's free download, so why not? You might as well check it out.
I wonder if there's in-app purchases
Okay,
then, because it's a paid game on Steam.
I'm sure they maybe it's just free for a limited time. Next app is Solid Explorer. It's a very popular file management app. I think it comes with doesn't it come with Cyanogen mod usually?
No, they have their own file.
Do
It's
they have
called
their?
File Explorer.
Oh, they do. But anyway, it's a good one. They added some different UI improvements. It's compatible with 4.3 now, which is that's good if you have that. Additional cloud services, bug fixes.
I believe there was an issue with maybe not Google Drive, but one of the cloud sync services was glitching, and he fixed that as soon as it was reported, which was really nice. As
So
well as one of the things I like is the dual panel mode you can do if you turn your phone
that's
landscape
nice.
mode.
Don't you use Solid Explorer? Do you
I
something?
do, yes, I
So
prefer it.
yay for you. You get to do that shit. You get compatibility and improved
It actually
bookmarks.
worked. I have CyanogenMon 10.2 on my Nexus 10, and I was using Solid Explorer,
Uh-huh.
which so he says he added compatibility for 4.3. It was working fine before the update, so I'm assuming this is just further, um,
Yeah, probably some stuff.
just so it just there won't be any hiccups.
All right. Well, you can explain this next one because I have no idea what it is.
The next one is called Cast to Universal Plug and Play, or any NA device you have. Essentially allows you to stream. It's an app that runs in the background on your device and allows you to stream your Google Play music to any um,
Ooh.
plug and play DLNA device,
Oh.
whether you have like an XBMC device server, any supported TVs. I know one specific is my Xbox 360. If I'm sitting on the dashboard, it doesn't work in game because it turns the DN or DLNA service off when you're in a game,
Yeah.
because it doesn't allow for multitasking in the background. But if you are sitting on the dashboard, what it does is it sees your Xbox, allows you to stream like you would to Chromecast your music. It doesn't work with video. I don't know if he is gonna make another app for that, but um, it allows you to stream your music to your Xbox and to your TV essentially through your Xbox. Um, it's really nice. It's it's good concept. It allows you
Do
to
you use
say
it a lot?
maybe I do. If we're on Xbox and we're not playing any games, I
Just
just feel
checking
like
out
listening
the
to music.
dashboard.
I'm also well. It's also because I have Turtle Beaches, so I can also listen to music using them.
So
So it's
does
really
it
nice.
just pop it up and do you control it from your phone or do you control it from the Xbox?
You control it from your phone. It's just essentially you're streaming it to your phone. It loads up Xbox Music
Okay.
on your
So like
Xbox.
a imaginary Chromecast almost, limited kind of.
Yeah, it's essentially that. And then you can leave out. You can go
Cool.
back to the dashboard and
Nice.
um it'll freak out Play because
Yeah.
it's like it's trying to play to something that no longer exists. Actually, no. If you go to the dashboard without pausing the music, it just loads Xbox Music right back up and continues where you left off. So you actually
Yay.
do have to cancel close the service,
Okay.
otherwise you'll just be stuck in
So
there.
a little buggy, but I'm sure they'll work past it.
I think that's more of the. I don't think it's more of buggy. I just think that's just the way the service is built, the
Okay.
DLNA
Yeah.
service.
All right. Well, the last app that we have is Google Maps. You thought we were done with Google? We never done with Google, Robert. We are
Please
never done. You
don't say
you
it that
you
way ever again,
you
please.
use Bing? You use Bing Maps, Robert? Huh? No,
uh,
you're using Google Maps now because it's the shit now. Have you the new
does Bing even
update's
have
incredible.
maps?
But this update, it's
Oh,
some
they do
little
have.
things.
That's right. They're MapQuest, aren't they?
It adds
Oh,
a
not A1.
route preview for, if you type in directions, you know how it usually gives you different options like 25 minutes, different times and stuff.
Oh yeah, now it now shows you
It
the
shows you a little
overlay of the
little
map.
preview of your route, which
I
is nice.
noticed that the web version did that. All I did was search.
Web version's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Well, no, all I did was search a location where I needed to go, like for like a doctor's appointment or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and it immediately gave me a route. Like it showed me from where I was currently at, looking for directions. It showed me a route to that location. It showed me taking the freeway, whatever, how much current traffic would be. It was really, really nice.
Yeah.
So all I did was just search, and it showed me how long it would take. And if I zoom out from that thing, it shows me, okay, you're going to be taking this way, you're going to be taking the freeway. Oh, look, there's some traffic this way.
Yeah.
Okay. It was really nice. So now when you hit
Well,
directions,
yeah,
it immediately loads up that direction.
it's pretty sweet, pretty sweet. They also added one touch navigation. That's, just a
I
little
really
bit.
like their double tap to zoom thing.
What's that? What are you talking?
If you double tap holding down on the second tap and you scroll up and down, it zooms in and out. You don't have to
What? I want
you
to
don't have
try
to
that.
pinch the zoom.
I'm gonna try that. Hold on. I want to try that right this second. On the mobile app or on the?
Mobile, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how you would do that on
Oh
the
God, I
web.
opened Instagram. Fuck.
Fail.
All right. All right. Okay.
So tap twice, but on that second tap, hold down
Oh!
and scroll up and down.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's all. Okay, cool. That's cool. It also adds hotel rates, and it labels them as ads, which is that's how they make, revenue and
Revenue.
stuff. It's pretty cool that there's actually a little logo that says ad next to it, so you know if it's just an advertisement. But that's nice that they add the hotel rates because come E3 time, we're gonna be using that. That's gonna be
Hopefully we'll
nice.
find something before then, not
Not
last minute like last
not where we went last time.
time.
Holy shit. That's
Three
another
people,
thing.
two bed, gentlemen. It's as awkward as it
We're not
sounds.
going to talk about this, Robert. Okay, so addition to all that has some slight UI fixes,
Someone didn't mute their
except
phone.
yada yada. And we have all the links to that in this document that we have. We're gonna link it in the description. And that is it for today on Android Weeklies. That's what we decided the name, right?
I like it.
Yeah, it sounds nice. Okay, so if you have any questions or comments, we probably missed some stories. Not gonna lie. So if you have anything you want to say about that, you can comment on it.
Or if
Hit
you
us up.
have any good sources that you would like us to follow
Yes,
to report on.
because we're mainly Android circle jerking, YOLO, hollow,
Hollow
hollow
YOLO.
YOLO, uh, all that stuff, and we're really big on Android police too. So some more sources would be nice, just to give us some more stories. But we're gonna try to improve it week to week. This is our first one, so we're kind of slow on it.
Constructive criticism, please.
Yes, except the mean criticism. I don't want mean criticism.
You don't want anything.
I don't want anything. So Thank you for listening and subscribe to Elemental Flying for more, Android news, game stuff. We're gonna do a lot of GTA 5 shit when that comes out.
We will be making a playlist for these. So I believe I don't remember if YouTube allows you to do this, but I think you can subscribe to playlists. So if you want immediate updates,
Just,
you
you can
can follow
subscribe to
those.
just playlists.
I
That's cool.
think so. There's something with playlists where you'll get like a notification
Uh-huh.
or
Yeah.
something when it's been updated or something like that.
So yeah, thanks for listening, and we'll be covering next week's episode on Friday. That's going to be tomorrow, which is Saturday the 14th to whatever that Friday is. All right, and we'll also try to update this document if some new stuff comes out later today. Sounds good? Sounds good. Sounds good. Right, Robert?
Adequate.
What was that? You mean like a squeal?
It probably sounded like it, but it was more of
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
exasperated sigh.
All right. Thank you. Have
And
a
now
good.
we're
No,
just diddle daddling
we're just diddle
with
that. We're diddling.
we're, we're diddling
Yeah, I don't want to diddle with
daddling.
Robert. I don't want to diddle with Robert. All
All
right,
right,
sounds good.
bye.
Bye
Later.
bye.
All.